This video involves secant sides again, but what we're going to look at in this video is the second scenario, which is vertex out. So let me sketch a little secant scenario here. So we've got a secant here, and let's say that we have a second secant that kind of goes like this. And if you notice, those two secants meet outside the circle. So this is called secant vertex out. Now, we've already done work with the arcs and the angles. What we're looking at now is how do we measure the sides. And this is just a little bit thinking, all right? It's not difficult, but you got to be patient and take your time. Okay, so here we go. As we did with vertex in, from the vertex, we're going to measure to the circle. I'm going to call that A. From the vertex, we're going to measure all the way to the other side of the circle. I'm going to call this whole piece here B. All right? On the other secant, from the vertex to the circle, we're going to call that C. And from the vertex all the way to the other side of the circle, we're going to call that D. So our equation kind of stays the same. A times B is equal to C times D for the vertex in and the vertex out. It's just you have to really think. On one secant, I'm going to measure to the circle, then I'm going to measure again from the vertex all the way to the other side of the circle, and do the same thing for the other secant. Now, let's look at an equation here. Here's what I know. If I have a vertex out, I see X in there, so I'm going to measure from the vertex to the circle right here. That gives me 8. Now I'm going to go back and measure from the vertex. All right, so as a matter of fact, let me try to do it this way. I'm back to the vertex. From the vertex all the way to the other side of the circle. How big is that? Well, that whole piece would be X plus 8. And that's what we're going to multiply the first measurement by. Okay, now on the other side. From the vertex to the circle is 7. All right? From the vertex to the other side of the circle is 9 plus 7, or 16. This is the whole key to doing these problems, is you've got to be able to set that equation up correctly. From here, it's some pretty basic algebra. We've got 8x plus 64. Let's see, 7 times 16. That's 112, I think. Let me double check myself. I'm getting rusty. 112. All right, I'm going to subtract 64. And that gives me 8x is equal to 48. Divide by 8, x is equal to 6. All right? So again, when the vertex is out, we're going to measure to the circle, go back to the vertex, measure from the vertex to the other side of the circle. All right, let's try it. Vertex is out. I'm going to use this secant down with 6 and x on it. I know from the vertex to the circle is 6. Write that down. From the vertex to the other side of the circle is 6 plus x. Or you could have said x plus 6. That's the same thing. Equals. Go to the other secant. From the vertex to the circle, that's 7. From the vertex to the other side of the circle, that's 7 plus 11, or 18. Distribute. 36 plus 6x is equal to 7 times 18, which would be 126. Subtract 36, so 6x is equal to 90. Divide by 6, that gives me x is equal to 15. All right? That's it for the secant vertex out scenario. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to do some more to help you guys. Good luck.